What's up, everybody? We are back for the final edition of the Count Up. And apparently, it's numbers 16 through 18 because I forgot to do number 16 in the last video. I was wondering why it wasn't 35 minutes long. And then I went back and watched it and I realized, I didn't do 16. But it worked out all right because that leaves me 3 for the final episode. Also, I said that I had 2 uphill shots in the last video. That wasn't true as well. The uphill shot I was thinking about was 12 and I started on 13. So yeah, thankfully nobody watches because nobody said anything about it. Either way, let's get to number 16. Number 16 is coming up in a couple of weeks for the second trip out to Idlewild. It was once known as the 999 hole, which is right after the 888 hole apparently. Funny how that works, but anywho, it's actually the 969 hole. Now, I guess they had remeasured it, found out they were lying even though it sounded cool being 999. So, the 969 hole at Idlewild, it's just big. Starts out a little bit uphill, because you know I love those uphill shots. But then it goes way downhill, and man, it's fun. It's OB on both sides. I heard they widened it. But you just get to rip it, and then when you get down to the end, then it's a par 5. The basket sits on a little OB island type deal. Creek running in front of it, very, like a lot of Idlewild. And I had a chance. Like, I hit off basket for birdie, so that probably helped my my outlook on the hole. Anytime I do well, I rank them higher. That's how it goes. But it's just because I feel better about it. But no, the downhill shot, like the longest forehand of my life. So it was it's just fun. It's an iconic hole, and it's a good time. I like it. So number 17. This one's coming up in a couple of weeks. The return trip to Ravenshire in Indiana, home of Larry Bird and Robert Hurst, 2 legends. Ravenshire, they also have Skybreed on the property, which is awesome. Definitely get discs from there. But number 17, just flat ground, that's all it is. And then a pond, because we got to throw over water if you're going to be on the Dream 18. And it's across the flat ground, over the water, then the basket sits by a tree, which that tree kind of causes a lot of, at least in my experience there, a lot of low ceiling putts. And it's just a cool looking hole. It's pretty. It's good if you overturn your disc, you can just burn it right into the water. I like that part of it. That was pretty nice. It's an enjoyable hole at an enjoyable course. And it's really the best 17 unless you got Winthrop 17 there because you just really like going OB and changing the rules of a tournament. And now here we are finally on number 18. 18, like a lot of holes, but honestly 1 and 18, maybe because they stand out because it's the first hole and the last hole. There's a lot of competition for 18. I mean, you've got the OG Webb 18. Man, that could be a Dream 18 for sure. Throw it to that little island over the road. For me, a skip shot off the road. You've got even Maple Hills 18, as hard as it is, it's iconic, and it's fun entry shot. Once again, an island. There's that one South Carolina course we played with John. It's the big, like, over the pond shot. Man, that one should be it, honestly. It's way downhill. I could barely reach it even with the downhill because it's a flex around a tree. I parked that junk. So that was an awesome shot. Maybe I can find a picture of it, maybe even know the name of it. There's the Bears 18 thrown across the gully once again, an island shot. I guess that's just a thing for 18s. There was Blue Ribbon Pines 18. Yeah, dog. Blue Ribbon Pines 18. Dang, that was a real cool one. But in spite of all those 18s, and maybe because it's the most recent Dream 18 style 18 that I've played, shoot, even the Death March course, what's the name? Sugaree. Yeah, even Sugaree's 18 could be a dream. But the other most recent one that I've played, 18, I got to take it to North Cove once around the river bend layout. It was downhill, OB surrounded green, and it's real reachable, which adds to the difficulty. Because, like, Blue Ribbon Pines, I gotta throw it to get to that one. And, which means I'm probably not gonna get there. But if I do, I'm gonna stick to island. It's almost more difficult to hit the island because I can't reach it, but like it's no accuracy. It feels like it's less accuracy involved. There's no tempo, I guess that's what it is. There's no pacing. Whereas like the OG web layout and this North Cove layout, which is my Dream 18, you can get it there, but you gotta throw, especially this one, you gotta throw a strong shot, but not too strong. And me and Dut tied up going into that hole, and we both took a par. I ain't gonna lie, I chickened out. He went for his putt from deep. It's a death putt. So even after you stick the island, like, it's an elevated basket. You know, another thing that I don't love, but I've grown used to them over the years. But what a fun finishing hole. I mean, if you're going to finish off a course, again, there's so many great options, but finishing off the course with that shot is just a super way to end it, or to send it into overhauls. So that's my number 18, North Cove River Bend. I think that's the name of the layout. Either way, it's a short one. And this impromptu overhauls. I gotta say, man, since I brought it up that it sends you to overhauls, the best overhaul of all time is Glenwood overhaul number 2. Me and Dut don't play. We've hit the overhauls here multiple times, and we don't play the actual tee pad to basket. We just make it up, and that's the best overhaul of all overhauls. I mean, you might would think it was the one I just hit the basket on this last trip. Almost got the video ace, but no, it's Glenwood overhaul number 2, and that's it. We finally come to the end. I pitied a fool that made it. I barely did. But hey, these last couple videos at least were fun. But thinking back on the Dream 18, it's good times. Good times and good people. That's what it's all about. Disc golf trips. Yay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear metal, that's when you know you got it in.
Yeah.